Worlds is on the horizon and people have been testing for months to find the perfect deck. The World Championship is the hardest tournament of the year, and we have seen some of the most incredible players in the game to win Worlds. But this format is a bit different from others. This is the only time we had no main set being released for Worlds, where Pokemon Go is the current set and all the way back to Sword and Shield base set. That means that we've been playing this format for almost 3 months now. Looking back at previous tournaments, we did see Speed, Palkia, Arceus Duraludon and Flying Pikachu win these events. This is far from what people have been seeing the last month online, and there haven't been that much time to innovate in this format, since most of the decks have been discovered. We have seen Arceus Inteleon and Palkia Inteleon dominate. Most people knows these decks, and players have to counter them or play it themselves. The TCG have a combined prize pool over $350,000. You may ask you this, how do I qualify? In order to qualify for the World Championships, you need enough points to make it through. This can happen at your local game store with league challenges, league cups, or at regionals, special events, and international championships. All divisions and regions have their own qualification. There are more than 50 countries around the world that competes every year. Some players are willing to push the limits by gaining over 1,000 points by the end of the season. That makes it not even easier for any player to qualify. But Worlds are divided in 2 different ways. The day 1 structure are based on players that have points ranging from 250 to 500 depending on the region. For day 2 players, you must have a top 8, top 16 or top 32 placement on the ranking at the end of the season in your specific region to qualify by this way. The benefits that a day 2 player have is that they don't need to play in day 1 and they are granted a flight and hotel for Worlds. A day 1 player can also advance to day 2 but only by playing 9 rounds of Swiss in order to get a record of XN2 or better to make it to day 2. So I believe that there's a lot of players out there that have the same problem as I. Where to start and where to begin. This can be easier for what we think. Start talking with your friends. What have they been testing? Make a play group. This doesn't matter if it's paper or online. Look at the meta share. What is the best deck currently? These are factors that impacts a lot of testing. And that's why I will be practicing for a month to figure out what to play for Worlds is. This is mainly to become better at the game and then hopefully inspire you guys to do the same. So here are the rules. For the next 4 weeks, I will make a spreadsheet out of the 16 most played decks out of the format. These decks will be taken from the Limitless TCG online metagame. For the first week, I will start playing all 16 decks for 10 games each. At week 2, I will take 8 out of the 16 best performing decks and play them for 50 games each. The third week, 4 out of the 8 decks remaining will be played for 100 games each. For the final week, I will take 2 out of the decks with the highest win rate and test them for 500 games each to find the deck to play. Oh, no way, dude. Yeah, I guess we have to attach to it, I guess. I don't know if the path is actually worth it. Oh, no way, they have it. Are we actually going to see the turn 1 KO? Oh my god, the second battle pass? Oh no, they have the Elise as well. Oh my god, they got everything. Well, this deck sucks. It's not the best hand I've seen here. Like if I get a switch, yes, maybe. Who plays Lapras in this format right now? So it's a water box. As long as we just get the Arceus, I'm fine with this. This is just Starbirth for a supporter and an energy. Probably boss and double turbo. This would be easy, easy. So as we can see from the first week here, we do see like the top 4 most performing decks already doing very well for themselves. This doesn't mean that like the decks from the top 16 here couldn't perform that well from week 1. We still can't base this on just 10 games. Let's see what week 2 can do for these decks. Well, we did unfortunately lose the coin flip here. I think we have lost this already. Let's see if we can KO me here. Not bad, we did survive. But I still need to pass here. This is absolutely horrible. Is it going for what I'm thinking he's going for? Yep, absolutely. Oh, he bricked. Well, we can put down the Sobble. Let's see if he can KO me this turn. Wow, this deck is horrible. We want to set up as best as possible, but I'm pretty sure we have lost the game here. Well, at least we tried. So we're going second this time. Fortunately, no starter. Not bad. Starting Genesect isn't that bad or worse. Let's see if we can manage to get all of these Shadow Riders next turn. So the thing that we want to do here is trying to get like the turn 1 KO on the Shadow Rider here. So I'm just going to get the Meloetta already. Touch the energy. Get the Gensek down. Draw 3 cards. Well, we do have the Elisa Sparkle, I guess. This doesn't matter. Maybe with this one, actually. Power Tablet's aren't that great. This is a much better hand than I actually assumed to be with that Marnie. We take the KO on the Shadow Rider here. That's a huge difference in how the game is going to progress. Like, if he doesn't have any answers here, we actually win the game next turn. So we did win the game, actually. Looking at week 2, we can see that Arceus Inteleon and Palkia Inteleon is actually doing very well for themselves. Decks like Mew is not doing that great, but we still see a lot of the top decks from the metagame. Let's see what week 3 can bring us. Oh, we have a good starting hand actually. Well, they prevent themselves. Sure. For me, this seems like such of a meme deck to me. So they scooped. The Darkrai matchup for this deck is not that great. I can still cycle Arceuses. It's a Peonia can help me here. Well, it's not that bad. I'm certain with his board state, I'm pretty 100% sure that I'm losing this game. We're breaking too much here. Does he want to drag out the game or do we want to win the game? Here we go. After week 3, I just realized how much you actually do need to play with a deck to actually succeed with it. These things are mostly because of the top 4 decks as we see them now. Arceus Inteleon, Arceus Mewtwo, Palkia Inteleon, and Arceus Duraludon. Well, we still see that the top decks still are great in the format. But 1 or 2 of the decks that actually stands out here is Palkia Inteleon and Arceus Duraludon. Any reason why Arceus Duraludon is actually doing very well, it's probably because it's draws against most of the decks. Palkia Inteleon is still pretty good, one of the top 2 decks in the format. So I will say that this is a good progress to see how the 4th and last week going to be. Only card we're missing here is like the Trinity Charge turn 2. So there could be literally anything because of the Sobble here. So seeing Palkia being benched here. This card is pretty annoying. Well, at least he can't play the VIP battle passes right now. So he's gonna attack me for 140. That's actually a good, very good hand. Like, he needs to set up another Palkia this turn. If he don't, he's gonna lose the game. Like, if I had the boss for last turn, I probably would have won the game. He still haven't played this Echoing Horn. He's going for the Leon play. That's actually pretty interesting. Wasn't hoping for it, but yeah, what can I do? Going for Roxanne. This is kind of interesting as well. That's basically the only thing I can do. I can attach an attack and then do nothing because of the Roxanne. Okay, we are playing against Regis. So I did top deck the VIP pass. That's actually very good. I don't know if he's trying to stall me out here or trying to KO so I can't really do much with my hand. I'm pretty sure he can't set up this Regidrago anyways. That's the game. Looking back at the final results here, Arceus Duraludon came with a 62% out of the 500 games played, 310 wins and 119 losses. Palkia Inteleon with the 4 battle passes did made up a 51% out of the 500 games, with 256 wins and 244 losses. This means that Arceus Duraludon have a better chance to win tournaments or have a better output on these type of win rates that we can see from the spreadsheet out of the last 4 weeks. Overall, if you practice with any type of deck in the top 16 of the decks in the format, I believe you can have different results from everyone, but for overall, this is a good experience and that's something that people can learn from. And I believe this is something I do want to take with me if I'm going to do regionals again after Worlds is finished. So I hope you can learn something from this experience to take with you next time.